What's up, YouTube? Yoda here. Back with walkthrough 5 for the guide that we are doing for new players. Real quick, I want to show you guys a couple things. So, we had a little recording issue, so we had to reset. But I'm going to show you guys what we just got. We got a whetstone knife. This is going to allow you to change the affinity on your weapons. So a good example, I'm going to go over here real quick. Actually, hold on, let me tell you where I got the whetstone real quick. Actually, in this camp over here in Limgrave at the Gatefront Ruins. You actually get it. I'm going down this staircase right here. Just be careful when you go down there. I would come in from like over here in this direction. And then just like kill the guys and then go down. Or you could just run down and just open the chest and then run out. Not really that big of a deal. And then yeah, then this allows you to change your affinity of your weapons. So if you go to Ashes of War and you click on it, so you can see it says Heavy Uchi Katana, Quality, Sacred. This also affects the scaling, so you see Sacred over there where it says Attribute Scaling. This changes it to a C. Quality goes BB for both strength index, and then we have heavy, which does more in strength. So just pay attention to these and like what you want to do exactly, you know, whatever scaling you want to do for whatever weapons. There's a way to min-max this. Obviously certain things are just better with certain things, like for instance just raw physical damage. Katanas are typically going to be better with just pure dex, in terms of like min-max, but you can do whatever you want. Have fun, mix and match. Be a good time. From there, I'm pretty much just going to go over to the War Master Shack because I'm going to buy an Ash of War in order to make my Uchi Katana Keen, which will be better scaling from Dex. So we're actually going to get Impaling Thrust. And we're also going to get parry as well. You can buy whatever you want. Actually, I'll get quick step as well. I'll get quick step too. It's a good dodge mechanic. Here, so as you say, I can click on Ashen War. When I click on my Keen Naga Kiba, I'm actually going to do Impaling Thrust on my Naga Kiba, and then on my Uchi Katana. I guess for fun, we'll just use quick step. As you can see, we got B dex scaling on both these. So we'll just have a little bit more damage, a little bit more min-max that way. And then yeah, and also off camera I got inventory, incantations, I got Blood Flame Blade. Now we're eventually going to get this. We're probably going to go 5 more points into Vigor. And then we're going to go 2 more points into Arcane and 2 more points into Faith in order to use this. So you see at the bottom, attributes required, both the red numbers 12 and 10 for 12 for Faith, 10 for Arcane. So we can't use this until we meet that requirement. So that is what we're going to do after we get 5 more Vigor. Because Blood Flame Blade is very nice. It's a lot of fun to use. Pretty much just gives your weapon fire damage, just extra damage, just like 40 something extra damage. So then I think it could be wrong, but I think it does better bleed buildup. So yeah, and you get that from, so pay very close attention. Blood Flame Blade, you're going to go grab it right here in Liurnia, right next to Rose Church. It will be right here. It'll be a beetle, and then you're impossible to miss. So make sure you go grab that as well. You know, pause the video, do whichever you gotta do, because we're going to head over to kill ourselves a boss. Now for this boss, they only spawn at night, so you have to sit at a bonfire and pass the time until nightfall. So pass time until nightfall. come over to the bridge and you see this Knight Rider right here. So we are actually going to get off. We're going to pre-pot. We're actually just going to use our weapon real quick. Dude. We got a dex there, but it doesn't really matter. Didn't really matter, just as long as you kill it, you're fine. Repeating thrust. Oh yeah, that's what we got after we killed him. So this gives you keen as well. This is actually what we want to put. So actually from here, we're going to go to Fort Height, so that way we can go get ourselves Bloody Slash. And a cookbook. Now, repeating thrust is actually really nice on something with bleed buildup because it just does a whole bunch of rapid attacks, so it stacks bleed buildup really quick. See, with our weapons, we are getting the job done, baby. So from here on out, pretty much just pre-pop my fly stick. Then we just clear out whatever nonsense we find in here. I like to kill these rats. These rats are very annoying. Might as well always usually do a double attack, so if you get hit once, don't really spam your attack unless you have a really fast weapon. Like daggers. So there we got the cookbook. And from here, we're gonna grab ourselves a Bloody Slash. So if you want to, call on your summons. Heal up. There we have Bloody Slash, baby. And then you should have gotten the Dectus medallion if you followed me so far. If you did not, you're a little behind. You go up that ladder all the way to the top. There's a chest, open it up. You get one of the sides of medallions to activate the Grand Lift. Over here in the future, Grand Lift Dectus. You need 2 pieces. The other piece is from the other fort, which is in Caelid, right here. Alright, so from here, we are going to go to Castle Morne Rampart in the peninsula. And then from the peninsula, we're pretty much just going to go clear the castle. And yeah, okay, so real quick, I want to get, I'm actually going to test something real quick. I'm going to put on Bloody Slash. I'm going to see how much damage it does. 'Cause I know they nerfed it. So we're going to see what's up with it. Oh, you actually can't put poison on your weapon when you have Bloody Slash on it. Very interesting. Pretty fun in order to kill this knight. Again, with these guys, they only spawn at night. So using Bloody Slash will actually drain your HP. As you can see, I took damage when I used it. So keep that in mind. We're going to get the Knight Rider's Flail and the Ash of War Barricade. So it seems, I mean, at least, I mean, it's strong. It's definitely still good. The choice is yours. You can use it if you want to. But for now, I'm actually going to use Repeating Thrust just to showcase this. One, it makes it keen, so that way you just have good neutral game damage, so you don't have to rely on your weapon art. And two, this does good bleed buildup because when you use it, it does a lot of attacks very fast, and pretty much bleed buildup all has to do with successive attacks with the stacking of a bleed bar. Which is invisible, but faster attacks means faster bleed buildup. Let's see real quick. Just to make sure I have everything. Okay. Now, yeah, now we're gonna head our way down here. Start going south. There's a couple things on the road we're going to grab. Those are just rune fragments. Not very important. If you stay on the road, a giant will shoot arrows at you. So over here to the left is going to be a beetle. Grab that. It's going to be poison mist. It's pretty much just going to cast a poison cloud in front of you that just stays for a little while, poisoning your enemies. Now, poison buildup in this game is not very strong. Rot is pretty much just a better poison buildup. I'm gonna jump over here on these rocks and go up top. So I don't really recommend poison, but it's better than nothing, especially in the early game. But when you have a lot of stuff, more options, one of the last things I would do would be poison. Now from here, I was on the beach, sorry, let's backtrack real quick. And out in the water where you see the jellyfish, they're gonna be guarding a dude in a chair. Mine on the ground, just come through here, spam these bad boys. Get yourself a nice little somber too. And we're actually gonna go kill this bad boy. This audacious lad. Take him out. Grab this grace. Now we're actually just going to level up real quick and ourselves with a nice little 26 vigor. Yeah, we're going to get to 30. And then we'll allocate the points for Blood Flame Blade. Because eventually we're going to use incantations. Come over here to the lift. up, and then we're gonna go to the left. I'm really excited for mid game though. We can actually use incantations because we'll have the levels and the stats to use it. So come over here to the left, go up the stairs. Be careful, there'll be 2 dogs. Let's kill those bad boys. You're gonna get a smithy too. Pretty much gonna kill everything in this courtyard. I'll take out the dogs first just because they're agile, they attack fast, very annoying. They don't hit hard, they're just very annoying to go in. Careful, I'll run off the stamina here. Pretty pop a Visig. Here you can pick up these butterflies. It's fire grease. As you see that bleed build up right there. Just instantly nuking our boy using that weapon art. I actually like the Bloody Slash. The Bloody Slash was not bad. Just quick, let's just check. Door ladder, steel wild torch. Okay. We're actually gonna go this way because this leads to a little bit more items. The other way is just kind of a shortcut. But we're gonna grab stuff. Grab ourselves a nice little claymore. Kill these lads, go up the ladder. Trying to take all these guys skirmishing. Here at the end, there's a nice torch. It's not a special skill, flame breathing on it. It'll actually blow out fire in front of you. And also if you hold in your offhand and you have either a seal or a staff in the other hand that casts fire spells. Maybe it's only incantations that do it. Fire spells. But anyways, it boosts fire spell damage. Or fire incantation damage. It's one of the two. We're just going to run out here. We're going to jump down. This guy. Don't worry about that ladder. Go across this bridge. Kill this man. Kill these lads. Might be one more guy over here. Oh. Let me just jump off this edge. There's a grace. We're gonna rest here. And pretty much from here on out, whenever we get enough runes, we're just gonna be leveling up. Our level 36, put that point into vigor. Because now we just need the levels and survivability. We had the weapons are going to be strong, they're going to be nice. And that was the whole point of doing our main run through. Now from here, Yeah, it's smart just to drop down off this catwalk. Drop down off to the catwalk. Oh, thought we overshot it. Be very careful. Nice little stone sword key for us. Drop down. I don't believe there's anything in this corner. Nope. Gonna be careful going into this room. I believe there's rats. I'm just gonna kill these guys real quick. But there is an item in here. There's just one guy. I'm just gonna get a little pickle turtleneck. I don't think this guy tells us anything. Nope. Oh, it was an ambush. Yeah, these little slimes. Don't even deal with those slimes. They're too tanky. Fuck them. Take this guy out. I will say one thing. The bleed buildup is not good. Is no bueno. I mean, we just hit that guy so many times. No bleed procs. I'll have to see if the bleed or the blood. Alright, go to this chest, this ladder. Grab yourself a twin blade talisman. This will enhance your attack at the end of a chain attack. Here we're gonna jump down on top of this little gazebo looking thing. Drop down next to the tree where there's an item. It's just gonna give us health back. From here, we're just gonna jump. Make sure you jump so you don't fall to your death. Just in case. Then here, be careful. Just creep down. Then we're going to drop down on these wood beams. At the bottom, there's actually a lot of enemies in here. So what we're going to do is jump down towards the door. Have them come out here. And then rats do have a chance of dropping a rune arc. It is just a chance though. And rune arc's gonna be useful later when we kill our first boss. And get our first great rune. Which we will explain. That'll be next episode. Da, 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 da. And there's a grace right here. Actually, right now we're just gonna rest at this bad boy just to get our health pots back and all that good stuff. We're actually going to check out something. This does increase blood loss buildup. So for now, actually, I'm going to recommend going Bloody / Nagakiba. Because the blood buildup, which is like, I think a little over 20, I think it went from 42 to 69. Let me see real quick. Yeah, it went from 45 to 69. Yeah, I think this is going to be worth it for just the overall passive damage. Because even though we kind of got nerfed in the physical damage department, I think having that faster bleed is going to be worth it. Plus the weapon art seems still... Actually, let's see. Okay, yeah, so we actually did get a bleed proc. Oh, wow, he's one shot. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Even for the blood art. Healing sacrifice. Since we're rushing Vigor right away, it's not really that big of a deal. Now we're going to have our boss fight over here. This is what's going to give us our first legendary armament. Now from here, we're going to use our summons. gonna be very aggressive. And this weapon art is actually crazy. Yeah, highly recommend. Actually, we're just gonna straight up use it. Very good. Body slash, very good, very bueno. We're gonna grab this gray side right here. For some reason not letting me interact with it. Oh no. I'm gonna rate this message poor. Always fun for someone to leave a message up on the bonfire. Alright, so that's pretty much this area. Let's show you the item that we got real quick. Grafted Blade Greatsword. Oath of Vengeance is going to be its weapon art. So pretty cool. Nice little colossal sword. Looks very cool. From here, let's see. Alright, so from here we're going to actually go kill another open world boss right here. So travel to Tombsward in the peninsula. We are going to kill actually 2 more open world bosses, and we're going to clear a cave for a talisman. Then we are going to go park ourselves at the beginning of Stormville Castle for the beginning of episode 5. So we are rearing the end here of this episode. Or sorry, of episode 6. I believe this is 5. Yeah, this is 5 right now. Yeah, guys, I'm hoping that these guys are helping, especially with us upgrading our weapons right away. I know it felt like we ran around like a whole bunch of places, but that's kind of like the whole deal with an open world game. You know, it's not very linear. This would be a much easier walkthrough. So we're gonna run right here real quick. We're just gonna show you guys. We're going to use a stone sword key to unlock this bad boy. Yeah, that's what's weird about walkthrough for open world. Is that, essentially, I'm showing you what I would do if I did a new game. Like, this is pretty much just me on a new character running through, like, how I would min-max it in order, to completely play through the game again. With some other extra steps, because I would skip things regardless. But for you guys, we're gonna grab stuff, give you guys as many achievements and as many items as possible so you can do whatever build you want. From here, let's see, we are going to pretty much just beat this guy's ass. Oh, no way, he dodged that. Oh, that's not good. So they can jump over the bloody slash. That was actually kind of cracked. Yep, so he gives us a talisman. I just forgot about that, Radagon Scar Seal. The Radagon Scar Seal is actually just a worse Radagon Sword Seal. So don't even worry about it. It does the same thing, but I think it gives you 3 points instead of 5 points in the stats that we got. Alright, so now that we cleared this, we are going to make our way to kill ourselves a dragon. So we're going to make our way over here. Just going to travel to first step. And let's kill this dragon. So we are going to pre-pot here. Oh, no way. Oh my god, bro. We get body blocked by a mosquito. You gotta love it. Mosquito's the main character. And this is gonna unlock a special spell for us at the Dragon Communion Church, which is right over here, just to show you guys, to remind you. Cathedral of the Dragon Communion in southern Caelid. Just go interact with that altar. You'll have a special named Dragon Communion incantation. Just pick up these bodies real quick. And then we're going to go over here. This cave. Grab the grace. Actually, here, because we got some nice little souls to spend. Sure, we're about 11k off. I mean, sorry, not 11k. We're 2k off roughly. So just go to our inventory. Pop ourselves an 8. Here we go. Throw another point of vigor here. Nice, getting some decent levels. Gonna hit that nice little 30 cap. Now here there's some hard body boys. Pretty much we're just going to two-hand or Nagakiba so we don't bounce off of them. Just get that extra swing power. Now these are gonna be pretty low level smithing stones. Make sure I grab this one up here. Yep, I did. But we are going to loot these anyway. That's just a message. Loot all these bad boys. Look up behind us first. Where the hell did you come from? make our way in this direction now. Or there will be another lift for us. We're going down. Now, sometimes in caves like this, you'll go past, see like that, like I could have jumped off right there. Just be on the lookout for stuff like that. Because if you run into a dead end, I think we're gonna run into a dead end down here. Then we know like, oh, okay, we have to take that lift and we can jump off right there. I think there's another dog. Oh, I am dual wielding the wrong weapon, or two-handing the wrong weapon. There we go. Pick up these smithing stones. We got everything down here, and now since this is a dead end, we head back to the lift. And we jump off at our destination. I think it was over here. Yep, so we're just gonna jump off here. Make our way down this tunnel. And just clear everything, you know? Tunnels are pretty simple. And this is one reason why I like rushing health right away, or vigor, because it's very nice to just have health points, get hit, not really have to worry about it. Especially when you're just clearing normal content. No, it's not all about damage. It's not all about having to be a glass cannon. Oh, this is where we jumped off. Now, sometimes it's nice to just be able to get hit. Then we come to this lift. Always look for those jump off spots, but I think this one just takes us straight down. That was a jump off, but it's just, I think that was not for anything in particular. Smithing stone to the right, and this should be the boss room, and I believe the boss is going to be a whatchamacallit. And actually, real quick to show you guys, so because this is his blood, I can't put an enchantment on it, like for an armament, like with my seal with the poison. So we're actually going to remove it from the offhand. We're going to put it on the main hand. And then we are going to, oops, use, do we not have, oh, can we not? Wait, why isn't this possible? Yeah, I'll figure that out later. You should be able to do that. I could be wrong. Anyways, we're killing this boss, baby. And 3 swings and he's out. Still a very, very strong weapon art. Even after being nerfed. So now here, I'm just gonna check and make sure there's no smithing stones down here. No, we're good, we're gonna teleport. back to the front, and we are going to get another talisman called, I believe it's the Roar Talisman. I think that's what it's called, the Roar Talisman. So let us look. A Roar Medallion. Enhances roar and breath attacks. Now, I have not personally tested this. I've tried it for the breath attacks. It didn't seem like it did anything. And I don't have a lot of experience with roars. Because my first couple of... I haven't really done like a hardcore strength. I've done a pretty simple strength build, but I think there's some roars that you can do, like War Cry and stuff like that might benefit a lot from that. But anyways, we're not utilizing them. That's the point I'm coming to. So from there, we got our dragon, we cleared our cave. That's pretty much it for Limgrave and the peninsula. So, I mean, we've done a good job. I mean, think about it. We are literally less than 5 hours into the game, and we've already cleared the first area, and we've discovered so much stuff. Yes, we can't go up to the peninsula yet because we're still under-leveled, but we are going to be taking on the first campaign boss in Stormvale Castle. So let's make our way over to Stormvale Main Gate. Pretty much this is where the game starts cooking, you know? You know, we're doing, you know, the first zone is kind of like, you know, we're just, you know, doing little errands. But now is when we actually get into the nitty gritty of it all. We start having a lot of fun. Now, when you come across this guy, pretty much I just use him. So if you look out here into the front, the main gate is closed. This is a nice little shortcut for later. So we're actually going to use this guy just to open the main gate. You can talk to him. And he's going to be like, oh, go to the wall to the left. And we're going to say, you know what? No, I'll use the main gate.
Fair enough. Well, but of course.
So that way this opens for us and it'll be open for us later. So he's just going to scream, tell him to open the gate. If you want to, you can go pick up those items, though there will be little ballistas that shoot at you. So actually, we're just gonna run in and pick up these items real quick. So a little ballista bolt, some runes, and now this guy becomes a problem for us later. So we're actually going to kill him right now. Don't mind me.
What's it to you? Stay back, you wretched target. Stop it all.
Because he does some shady shit. So we're gonna get his ball bearing. Or bell bearing. Now you don't have to kill him. At a room in the next episode, I'll tell you what happens if you don't kill him. Because he just does some shady shit. And we don't like shady things. So there's your warning. So now from here, pretty much going to jump up on that ledge, run across, and then we're going to take this broken wall up. There's a ledge, and we get ourselves a nice little smithy too. Then from here, we're just going to jump down. There's a grace. And we're going to grab her. And that's going to be the end of this episode for our walkthrough, part 5. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this is, making this a successful run for you guys. I hope you guys are having, nice little easy time with the combat. I'm sure if you're new to the game, you're still getting used to the combat and all that. But I mean, with our weapons, that's the whole reason why I want to deck you guys out with nice weapons. Is that way, and I know the average gamer, the last thing somebody really wants to do is, just, feel like they're under-leveled, not powerful enough, I'm sure if, that challenge is for people with special breed. I know I don't like that, I hate going to play the game and I'm just like, God, I feel super weak, like maybe if I'm doing like a challenge mode type thing for myself, I'll go for that. But, just setting us up with these weapons, for me, like the challenge that I like is like, as long as I'm just a standard level, I don't really care, because it's not like we're one-shotting things, we don't have insane scaling because our damage scaling, primary stats aren't up. we just have strong weapons, weapons that are just going to be, good enough to, take us through the game. And this is, this is pretty much just going to get us to where where we got the Bell Bearing 3 from, straight to the plains. Once we're past that, we're going to we're going to lean ourselves out. But yeah, so God knows what I'm saying, pretty much just a nice little ramble for you guys, but I hope you guys appreciate the walkthroughs. There's more to come. We're going to take on all of Stormville Castle and get most of the stuff, talk to an NPC, start a nice little quest line, and then we're going to kill the main boss, and we're going to get our first Great Ruin. That's just going to be a nice little power bump for us. And yeah, so real quick, actually, before we end, okay, nice, we have 9k ruins, so we should be somewhere around there. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you have not, so that way you know when I post more walkthroughs. And yeah, have a good day. Peace.